Okay, so this is the 2020 year-end review of my channel. Now I do this primarily for myself. My comments from last year's video got a whopping, who knows, maybe 10, 15 views from a few subscribers at the end of the year, and this will probably get about 10 or 15 views. It's if you do watch it, thanks, appreciate it. But I do this mostly for myself so that I can go back next year and review how I did this year. And so before putting this video together, I did go back and review what I did last year, and it was kind of interesting to just reflect on. But anyway, let me get to this year. So here's the basic look at my channel, and got a nice pile of views there in 2020. Picked up 130 subscribers. That's more than I did last year, but not a huge amount more. I think I had something on the order of like 90. Watch time hours, not too shabby. Got some views. They're not great. I mean, there's definitely a pickup in there. It's not too bad. What about reach? Reach is kind of cool. Go down here into traffic sources. YouTube search, suggested videos, external sources, Google search. People find my stuff by Googling it, which is kind of cool. Suggested videos. You can go in here and see what people type in, and your video will pop up, and people will tap into yours by looking at that stuff. You can tell what they've typed in as far as YouTube search goes. This is really cool right here. Just plain old Suzuki Aereo, Super Beetle, Lotus Elan, kind of neat. So I like to take a closer look at those from time to time. But I'd like to look at monetization, and there's the monetization screen eventually, I think. And there I am, 298 total. This is my analytics. This is the last 48 hours. It's pretty typical. I remember last year, I would typically, during a 48-hour period, almost always have 2, 3, maybe 4 hours where I would have absolutely no views at all. And that has pretty much disappeared. I've got, that's pretty typical right there. I'll always get at least one view, maybe 1 or 2 views every hour in any 48-hour period. Every now and then you get something weird, like New Year's Eve. There were some empty spots from whatever. I mean, you get around the holidays and just people don't look at videos, apparently. Anyway, there's a pile of stuff, and of course you can always look at what's going on in the current 60-minute period. What are people watching right now? Suzuki, washing machine, and a bunch of VW videos, so it's pretty good. This is my top fishing video, which is not particularly impressive, but I'll take something like that and check that out. I got some subscribers, so if you're a fishing subscriber, thanks. This year, to some extent, I think in 2018, but mostly 2019. Sorry, 2020. I started upping my content for my Lotus. This is my second highest Lotus video. For some reason, people watch the drive the car to the gas station for a fill-up video, which is, I don't know, kind of a boring video, but this is my intro, basically, to this video, to the car, and it is the #1. Got a few subscribers from it. There are some subscribers for the Lotus content. The Suzuki. This is I believe, the most improved Suzuki video I have. It's not my biggest Suzuki viewing video, but the most improved. And I spent an awful lot of time working on that video, so I expected it to be a pretty decent sized video. And as you can see from the content, as it moves through time, it picks up more and more viewing. So it has done what I expected it to do, become one of my primary videos. I've picked up subscribers. Again, if you're a Suzuki person, thanks for subscribing. This is my #1 viewing VW video, and this happens to be the gas tank video think it's a very long video. But boy, does it pick up some stuff. I think it's even been like my #1 video. It doesn't hold a candle to my lawnmower video, but it periodically also picks up some subscribers. Oh yeah, my how-to videos. Anyway, my freeway flyer is the biggest. 216 views is not many. It gets some watch time. And let's see. Oh, it picked up a couple of subscribers. Fantastic. Right, check it out. It's even had 1 view in the last 48 hours. This one has been particularly surprising. This is just one of my generic how-to videos. And just kind of languished along for years down in here. I think it's a 3-year-old video. About 2 years it didn't really do that much. And then all of a sudden it started picking up. This thing is periodically my #1 video. It even beats out the lawnmower video. Of course, during the wintertime when nobody's out mowing their lawn, but it's had days where it's beat the lawnmower. So one of the things that I've played around with this year is taking some of your analytics, this is channel analytics, and downloading these things to a spreadsheet. So if you bring up this particular page and you click on See More, it brings you to this particular page. And of course I've got views, watch time, subscribers, impression click-through rate. And since I'm doing a year-end review, what you want to do is go over here and so we've got some year buttons right here. What I want is 2020, and it will give me all of the statistics for 2020, which is kind of cool. You see that blue line? This is my lawnmower video, which dominates my viewership. But what I want to do is download to a spreadsheet. And first of all, there aren't enough statistics right here. So what you do is you click on that plus button right there, and it brings up all these other statistics that you can get to. For instance, like versus dislike. Okay, you get something else. You come down in here, you got impression click-throughs, subscribers, watch time, views. There's other statistics that I'd like to add. I've got watch time, but I want how much of a percentage of watch. Percentage views, you might want to add that one. And you can just keep going. You can keep adding stuff. But anyway, like I say, you can go in here and you can plug in additional statistics. And once you've got the statistics in there, you come up to this little button right up here. Export, Google Sheet, new tab. Definitely the way to go. Click. And there we go. We've got a spreadsheet with all of my data. And what's neat about this is that it throws additional thing. I get my video. If you've got a publishing time and you've got a today's date, you can do like how many days has the video been active and stuff like that. So once you've gotten to this point, you can really go to town. All right, so I wanted to take a little bit more in-depth look at the spreadsheet. And here's some of the things that I've added to my spreadsheet. A group. Like I say, my content covers a lot of different areas, so I've grouped my content, different groupings, 0, 1, 2, etc. Publish date, by default, that will come down from YouTube. You will not get the date that you downloaded, so I had to include a column for the date. I actually downloaded this a few days ago. And I have a calculated field, the number of days, which is this number of days, sorry, that many days minus this many days, so it gives you that many days. Basically how many days has my video been up during the past year. So that way you can compare an apple to an apple. So if I have, say, 22 views over 74 days, that gives me 0.3 views per day. I do, however, want to do a couple of things real quick. For instance, as you scroll down, notice that the top, the headers disappear. You'd like to lock those. So you want to freeze 2 rows. There, your top two rows are frozen. I'd also like to include a filter. Views per day. I do not want videos in this listing. For instance, I have, how many videos are in here? I have 229 videos. I only want to look at the ones, let's say, that get at least 1 view per day. So let's put on a filter. That is data. I'm going to create a filter. Go up to here. We want to filter by condition is greater than or equal to 1 view per day. 1 view per day, that's what I'm looking for. And you click on it and it filters it. So I went from a whole bunch of videos down to just this select subset of videos, which is kind of nice. And then once you get this particular select subset, you'd like to be able to sort it on some of these columns. Like, I'd like to see what are my biggest videos per day. So I want to sort by column H in descending order. And those are my biggest videos. In as far as viewing goes, it's just kind of some generic type stuff. So, you know, I get plenty of views, a lot of VW contents in there, which is nice. Let's see, let's go to likes. What kind of stuff do I get like-wise? Again, we're going to sort on column L, descending. So that's what that is. How about we take a look at average viewing duration? That's going to be column P over here. Data, sort, column P, in descending. So that's kind of neat. But I think it's kind of cool to find out, you know, which of your videos people actually watch. Yeah, it's like average viewing percentage, which is going to be column Q. Descending order, column Q. But you drop down here and it's like, yeah, some of these videos get a lot of views. Like, these are my best videos. But look at the viewing percentage. They're just terrible. People fast forward through it. Fast forward fishing, fast forward VW. But anyway, this is kind of what you can do. And you know, if you're trying to improve your channel like I am, I need more viewers. So perhaps I want to look at the content that brings subscribers in. That would be column I. So let's sort by column I. That's better. So what am I picking up? My Briggs & Stratton gets me some viewers. My Suzuki's getting me some viewers. Super Beetle, some more Suzuki stuff. I'm telling you, you know, I could probably, if I focused on my Suzuki content, I could probably work my way up to 1,000 subs. The Volkswagen stuff just doesn't seem to do it. I mean, there's tons of VW subscribers, but they're so scattered out. And of course, you get down to the bottom, there's plenty of videos that don't get any subscribers at all. What about likes? It's always good to get a few likes. Let's see, lawnmower, Suzuki video, Maytag washer, makes complete sense. The top line strut, people like the top line strut video. Suzuki water pump, they're not watching it, but they do like it. Of course, I got dislikes. One of the things that you cannot download from YouTube is the dislikes, but you can download the like versus dislike percentage, and off of the percentage you can back calculate the number of dislikes that you get. So I do know that my daughter periodically goes in and gives me thumbs down. So you got something like a 1 right here. This could very well be my daughter going in there and clicking the negative "I don't like your video" button. But anyway, I think that's kind of cool, some of the things you can do with a spreadsheet. So anyway, that ends the year-end wrap-up. Thanks for watching. More later.